Hi, I'm Matt from Tubby Tarot. Welcome back to another book chat. Tell me, should you watch the movie or should you read the book? This is something that I've always wondered about, and I'd like to just kind of put it in perspective. Very often, the book is a lot juicier and better than the actual film. Because in a film, you have to cut out so much, especially in a very long book, a very thick book. You can't go and make a 3.5 hour movie anymore. It's not like the sort of 1940s, 1950s when they would actually do these huge, big, epic films. So most sort of involved books, in the movie version, it's cut right down. And then often you'll have films that are vastly different to the book. And I'll give you a very recent example. There's been a little mini series on Netflix recently called The Haunting of Bly Manor. And this is based on Henry James's The Turn of the Screw. But they've also taken a whole lot of other Henry James stories and they've kind of plonked them in amongst the sort of carcass of the Turn of the Screw book. And when you watch it, the basic premise is there. Two little kids, ghosts, that kind of thing. But there's so much more that they've added in that if you read the book, you would kind of think, okay, this is kind of similar to the book, to the movie, but there's so much less here. It's because in the movie or in the series, they've added a huge amount of other stuff. So that's where you would get a vast difference. The other thing that they sometimes do is they would change the ending of a film. So you get the book, and a classic example of this is the Woman in Black, where they actually change the ending of the film. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert. I'm going to flash this up on the screen. In the book, everybody thinks everything is okay, everyone thinks it's fine, and then of course they are a year later, they're at this derby, this horse racing thing, this horse racing carriage thing, and the kids are going on this ride, and of course the lady and woman in black steps out, and the horses neigh and leap up, and both the wife and the child are thrown from the horse-drawn carriage and they die. Okay. In the movie, it ends at a train station, which is kind of the same thing, where the main male character and his son are at the train station, and of course the train runs over the little boy, killing him. So kind of similar, but very different. The rest of the story is almost a blow-by-blow recount of the book. So it's very similar, and then suddenly the end changes. Then, of course, you get stories, and they do this particularly well with Agatha Christie's stories. The Poirot and Marple series that was on BBC, I think it was BBC, where they stick almost exactly to the book story. They might change one or two things, they might combine one or two characters, but the actual story is almost a word-for-word reconstruction of the book. Now, that's the other thing I wanted to quickly mention is in a movie, what they will do is if the book has got a lot of characters, I'll give you an example. There was a series called The 100 on television, and it's based off 4 books that were written. And in the books, there are sort of characters that are in the movie, they combine these characters together and give you one character. And then also in the movie, what they've done is they've added characters to the actual series that are not in the book. So they've taken the basic premise, they've used what the author of the book has given them, and then they've just kind of fleshed it out. So my advice to you, if you want to watch like a horror movie or a movie that's just kind of like fly-by-night kind of thing, yeah, just watch the movie. If you want something a little deeper and a little more substantial, I would say read the book before you watch the movie, okay? Read the book before you watch the movie. The Shining, rather read the book and then watch Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, because they're very different. So read the book first, then watch the movie if you are looking for something a little deeper, with a little bit more meaning. Okay, I hope that was interesting. I'll see you again next Thursday for another book chat.